Welcome. You are here with Dr. Nilda Perez with Business Foresight, creating strategies towards your extraordinary future. Hi, this is Dr. Nilda Perez. I'm here to welcome you. This is Dr. Nilda Perez, Business Foresight Radio. I'll be talking about all things business, innovation, and everything to do with business. So we're here in Juan 95.7 and La Super Latina, and we are really looking forward to talking to you. I want to introduce to you she's not just the engineer, but she's also here as my co-guest.
Surprise!
This is Katie, and I kind of pulled Katie in. She's really fabulous. She's just an amazing lady. So I want to introduce her. So
thanks for the introduction. We're back live now.
We are back live.
We're live everywhere.
Live everywhere. Okay. So, again, I talked a little bit about the future. I talked about what a futurist is. Again, I want to be able to touch on that really quickly because we just got on Facebook Live, and as a futurist and business strategist, which is what I do, what that means is a person who researches the future, a person who makes predictions based on trends. It's not a crystal ball. We use actual tools and instruments, and there's a lot of research that we do to be able to come up with that. But the tools are really simplistic, and that's the idea. So that's what I do. Again, it's not a guessing game. We can even predict between 5, 10, 15 years, 20 years into the future based on those trends. So that's really fascinating. It's fun. I love working with clients. But the intention of this program is going to be 10 to 15 minutes of training.
Okay.
Where we'll be talking about these different business ideas, and then that will segue into some really fabulous guests.
Well, I'm excited.
Yeah, I am too. Today I'm waiting for, and he should be here any minute. Ruben from Línea Informativa will be here anywhere between 11:30 and 11:40.
Okay.
And prior to his follow-up program, so looking forward to that. So I'm going to continue by talking about, again, what the topics that we're going to be covering and people that we're going to be featuring.
Okay.
Okay. So first thing is we're going to be, like I said, the 10-15 minute training is going to be around innovation, and then we're going to be interviewing some really people who are doing really things that are really out of the box, outstanding CEOs, innovators, trendsetters. Again, people that are thought leaders in their industry and in their own right, which is really fabulous. I'm looking forward to that. The conversation is going to be a Q&A conversation, and the point of that is I'll be asking questions, but we also want audience participation.
Okay.
I want as many people to call in with questions because a lot of these people are doing things really way out of the box, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot of questions. And rather than having people keep questions to themselves and not being able to interact, and I want them to be part of the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
So the radio station is going to be, it's just going to be this worldwide conversation. You have a question, even you, Katie, if you have a question,
me?
even you.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, but if you have a question, I think the best part is that you're going to be able to participate. So it's going to be almost like a round table.
An open forum.
Open forum, Q&A,
Awesome.
And you're going to get your question answered regarding your business, regarding that industry. I mean, just pretty much about anything. So again, success people that are successful. So, if you have any questions about the show or direction that you think would be great, I would like you to call at 845-485-1390. And now I'm going to say that in Spanish because we are a bilingual program. We are here in Juan 95.7 y La Super Latina. El de este programa es para ayudar el latino que es bilingüe porque va a haber mucho en inglés, ¿verdad?
Sí, verdad.
Va a haber mucho en inglés, pero hay mucho latino que no habla inglés, and we're going to be able to cater to el latino that speaks English y el latino que habla español.
Sí, entiendo.
Sí. Y va a ser bilingüe. Entonces, si tienen preguntas o si quieren venir, la idea es que el programa va a ser interactivo. Quiero que las personas llamen con preguntas y cuando vengan la semana que viene vamos a comenzar con personas que tienen su negocio en industrias que son bien súper excepcional, que en éxito es excepcional. Eso va a ser, vamos a comenzar la semana que viene. Quiero hablarle un poco de la persona que viene. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the people that are coming, going to be coming. So next week we are going to have Raymond Collazo.
Okay.
Raymond Collazo is the CEO.
Wow.
Of Film Link Up. So this is a company that is geared to linking of people from different. This is a whole host of people that have put this together.
Okay.
It was one idea that has pulled in so many different disciplines, and including development, because this is it's going to be sort of like a LinkedIn, Facebook type of business.
Okay.
And it's going to be, everything is going to be online.
Wow.
And basically what they're doing, this is the most fascinating thing, and this was probably something you'd be interested in, Katie.
Okay.
Because what they're doing is they're bringing together screenwriters, film producers, people that are actual filmers or...
You mean like people who work cameras?
The camera.
Okay.
They work the camera.
A camera operator.
Camera operator, there we go. I knew that.
Yeah.
And actors.
Okay.
And so these are people that, again, if he's he's in school right now for his MFA in creative writing. So once he writes this, what happens from there?
Yeah.
So he needs to have these other disciplines to come together. And so they're doing it via online.
Wow.
So he's bringing this to the different universities. And from there, from the universities, they're taking it to the next level. And
wow, so if I'm someone looking for a job, whether I'm in acting or in producing or directing or film writing, anything, this is where I want to go.
This is where you want to go. And I'm not sure, and he's going to be here next week, and he's going to give you a whole lot more information. But I'm not sure that it's going to necessarily be a job, but it's going to be, he's bringing kids together from schools.
So it's kids?
It's
students. Students, okay.
Right now it's students.
Okay.
And I think then, I can see this growing fast and furious though. I do. I just see this. I mean, he had a whole presentation that he did.
It sounds like a great idea.
I was totally fascinated.
Well, I'm excited for him to come next week and for him to share.
Absolutely. The week after that, I have La Doctora Isadora Gonzalez, and she's a visionary. She's the founder of the leadership speaker and CEO of Latina Mastermind.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, this is a phenomenal program that she's put together, bringing in different Latinas to actually mastermind.
Wow.
To actually be able to kick around ideas and talk about different things, business. She also, like I said, she's the founder of the Leadership Speaker Foundation. So she, leadership speaker, she does a lot of speaking, and she's built this platform where she brings different speakers and she's able to connect them. She's a very influential woman, does a lot of speaking she's global.
Wow.
Global, and just a very fascinating woman. She's going to bring so much to this. I'm really looking forward to having her in the program. She should be here October 1st.
October 1st, okay.
October 1st. Then on
October 8th is the next.
October 8th is Cesar Perez. Not related to me.
No.
Not related, but he's a founder of a company called BKD.
Okay.
And he's a BKD Digital. He is a technology partner also of Urban Pixels. He's a web developer.
Okay.
The most fascinating one, I met him a few years ago when he came to me. And he came to me as a client for his business, and he was just, you know, an amazingly fascinating person. What I could not believe is he has so his son is in the spectrum of autism, and he had these people coming in to do these different trainings for his son, different disciplines. He had OT, he had speech therapist, these people were coming in with all of this paperwork, and he was like, "Is that how you keep your records?" And they're like, "Oh yeah, we're organized, we have everything together." And he was like, oh my God. I mean, being a tech guy, I can see how he totally wigged out.
It probably drove him nuts.
Oh my God, yeah. So he actually developed a program to have everything online, and is so super interactive that not only do they have stuff that is that in real time will be reaching the office, but it also has a way for parents to be able to monitor their children.
In real time?
In real time.
Wow.
So they will, what happens is that as things are happening at home, they monitor that, they write that, and the therapist, the different therapists, will be having that information in real time. So, you know, at 3 o'clock he had a meltdown, this is how I manage that, and blah, blah, blah. He'll be talking so much more about that. But that was another fascinating program that I thought was totally out of the box. This guy is an innovator, a 100% innovator. We give him an idea and he goes off with it. You know, we've discussed several projects that we will eventually be doing together. He's unbelievable. I'm like, I think, and he's like, oh, we can do blah, 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 and he just like goes off, and I'm like, what? That's amazing. So he's another very impressive person.
Wow. Well, I'm looking forward to October 8th and to meeting him and hearing all about this program.
Yeah. So that's what we're going to be doing. So there's a lot coming down the pike. We have we're going to have Lisa Miller from VI. She's a thought leader, and she's really made a huge dent and a lot of progress in healthcare. She's another fascinating person. We're going to be bringing her on. We have, oh my goodness, I tell you, the calendar is full, and it's happening with all these people doing really great things. I tell you, it makes me feel like I can do better. I tell you, they make me aspire for more.
Well, that's what a good person does, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So this has been, again, that's really great, and I'm looking forward to that. And we're waiting for Ruben Estrada, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about him because he has really, he's really made a big impact in my life. He's my personal hero. He's the reason why I'm here today live, and he's the one that made this happen. So he's a guru. He's been my mentor. He's really helped me in a lot of areas in my life where I needed not only open doors, but he's just really been able. He's a visionary, and he's really been great. And he's done a lot in his life. Like when he talks to me, he's a very unpretentious person. And most people don't know all of the stuff that he's done.
Yeah, I'm always learning something new. Every week I'm like, wait, you do that too? Where does the time come? Like,
yeah, exactly. And when I speak to his wife, she's like, he does everything. I'm like, wow, tough act to follow. I said, I can't be around him too much because he makes me feel like...
Right, because then you're like, wait a minute, what am I doing with my life?
Exactly. I'm like, when does this guy sleep?
Yeah.
And he's a good cook too.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
I don't think I've gotten to taste his cooking. Oh, maybe I did. Right? Did he barbecue?
No. Well, he barbecued, but that wasn't his. He does way better than that.
Way better? Okay, so.
Oh my goodness, way better than that. Barbecue is not.
Doesn't count?
Doesn't even count compared to the stuff he does. So I want to tell you a little bit about him, though, because I'm sure that you probably don't know this about him, Katie.
I'm sure I don't.
And you see him every week.
I know.
But he doesn't even tell you these things. So he's going to bring a wealth of knowledge in the areas of.
Okay.
This.
I'm ready.
Entrepreneurship, sales and marketing management, government affairs and government sales.
Okay.
Community relations.
Right.
Corporate diversity. It's very big on corporate diversity.
Wow.
Advertising.
Okay.
Legislation.
Didn't see that one coming.
Didn't see that one coming, right? I'm telling you, and politically he is well connected, and again across parties. Like it's not like he's just one person that does. He's just
right. He's got his hand in everything.
His hand in everything, and just well loved and well respected by everyone. He's done research promotion, he's done media production, he has done, this is just a few of the things, and
That's only a few?
That's only a few.
Oh, okay.
And he can cook.
And he can cook, of course. That should be at the top of the list,
Yeah.
right?
Well, it was on top. It's going to be in the middle and the bottom, too.
Oh, okay.
Because I tell you,
We'll just keep throwing it in, so that way subconsciously he'll hear it and he'll make us food.
That's
right?
the
That's
idea.
the plan? Okay.
Fantastic cook. So, and then again, he's been in the Latino market for, pretty much all of his life. And not only the beauty of that is that he doesn't solely work with the Latino market and just stay there, but what he does is this merger. He merges them into the mainstream, American community. So that's what I love about him. That's one of the things that I respect. And Fiesta Latina was just that.
Yeah,
you were there.
I was there, yes.
You were there. And there was such a rich, it was so rich in that there was a huge component that was about the American culture and yet the Latino culture and merging them together. And that's really what he's really, really good at. And he can cook.
And he can cook.
But that's one of the things that he's really, I tell you, he's really outstanding. So he's able to bring, all the communities together, and that's fantastic. So he's been, he has experience. He has 30 years experience, and
and everything.
Well, 30 years experience in development, probably more than that in the cooking. Because I tell you, his wife, I was over the other day, and his wife cooked something, and I was teasing him, and I was like, my goodness, this is like the best rice you've ever made. And he just looked at me like stunned, and I'm like, this is the best. And I knew she had made it, but he didn't know I knew.
He didn't know you knew.
So I'm like, this is the best.
Of course.
And he just looked at me like, he was like, are you kidding me? And I was like, no, seriously, this is the best. This is like the best. And he was like, I didn't make that. It's like,
his face must have been priceless.
I tell you. And then, we all started laughing at the table. It was like his family was there. We were all laughing. I'm just teasing you. But it was pretty good. So it was, that was funny. So, let me tell you. So he has 30 years experience in development and in developing his reputation. He has an impeccable reputation. He's creating, implementing effective strategies. He's a strategic planner. Okay. Which is excellent. In corporate relations, in public relations, in government affairs. You wonder how this guy was able to do all of this, right? Because he's not that old.
Yeah, he's not.
He's not that old. So he does specialty promotions, and part of it is with the community leaders, and a lot of it is in media production. He's done a lot with the media.
So my question is, how does he fit all of this on a one-page resume?
I can't imagine his resume being one page unless he abbreviates everything he's done.
Because that's the thing I remember in school was it has to be one page. You don't want like a 4-page paper. No one's going to look at it.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to imagine how is he getting all this.
I have no idea.
On one page.
I have no idea. But with technology, I suppose he should get in front of a camera and just say it all real quick.
There you go. Or we'll just speed up the audio real fast.
Yeah, exactly. So again, so I'm looking forward to him being here. He should be here any minute, and I'm going to do a quick little interview with him. So we're going to stop right now for a few minutes, and we are going to play some music.
Awesome.
But I really want an introduction and kind of explain what we're doing and the idea of this. I also want you to get a hold of me if there's any information, if you guys know of anybody who's innovative and is doing things that are really out of the box. I would love if you're on Facebook to please Facebook to find me. How do we do this?
How do they find you on Facebook?
Yeah.
What's your Facebook name?
Dr. Nilda Perez.
Oh, okay.
You can go there and you can private message me.
Okay.
Or if on the phone, if you want to get a hold of me, you can go to drnildaperez.com and you can just leave a message there for me. And Ruben is coming. He's walking in through the door. I'm so excited. Yay, here he comes.
What's up, guys?
Hey, Ruben.
Hi.
So Ruben is here, ready to go. And so we're gonna have a real quick interview with him. This is gonna be a short
Absolutely.
one.
Okay.
But I gotta tell you, I gave the whole introduction for you.
Oh my gosh.
She did, about
Yeah.
20 minutes worth.
About
That's not
20 minutes
easy.
worth.
Okay.
She loves you a lot, we'll just
Let
say
me have
that.
lots to say. Okay.
Yep,
Let me have a seat there. Is that it?
that's it. This is
Hey,
your
I like
seat.
the sign
Come
here.
on
This
over.
looks great. It looks awesome.
Yeah.
It's
So,
real good.
yeah.
I put on my
So-
hook up here. So how you been?
I've been good. Ruben is running in, and you know what? He has a 2-hour show. So the fact that he's even giving me these 15 minutes is huge because he has 2 hours coming. So
He
this is practically a whole day. And on a
whole-
Saturday, that's a big deal. He has.
Yeah. What I noticed was on my let me just put this mic out.
Careful.
There you go.
On drive up, I was listening to the show, and there was a lot of issues, a lot of sound breakups in terms of there's another station actually coming through almost.
Oh, the signal, it's not us
Yeah.
here, it's other signals.
So the signal.
It depends on where you are and location our signal, it's hard to pick it up.
Okay.
Interesting.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, the beauty is that they can also get us via internet on Facebook Live.
And
That's
also-
correct.
Hello, Ruben.
There
There's
you
an
go.
app, Radio Pup, they can get us, it's a Town Square Media app, so it has Radio Pup. And if they download that from the App Store, they can listen to you on one.
Okay, can you say PUP, P-U-P?
P-U-P, yeah, so R-A-D-I-O, like radio, and then Pup, P-U-P.
Okay,
It's a
perfect.
free app, download from the App Store.
Perfect, okay. So Ruben, I gave this whole introduction and I'm gonna kind of do it really quickly and I kind of give all the accolades of all the stuff that you've done. You've done a lot in your
Yeah.
life.
Well, so you won't repeat it, and I heard it on the radio.
Okay,
It started when I was 14 years old.
That's the
I
most
decided,
fascinating
and
part.
coming from East Harlem and Buffy. And I'm not that young, I'm 64, so I'll be 65 very soon.
That's young,
that's you.
it's
That's
young.
young.
You look young.
That's good. All right, do I look young? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
But in any event, I was 14, I was just curious, and the exposure in East Harlem was great exposure because we took a community, una comunidad latina que viene siendo el barrio, and we decided that West Side Story syndrome was no longer, because we were on the east side.
I love that musical.
Okay. And it was the East Side Story because we couldn't pass Third Avenue, a bunch of other stuff that was occurring. We were basically disenfranchised as a community in East Harlem. And we as a community leaders decided at the time, I wasn't one, but I was part of the group that decided to take over and change things. I was part of that. So I had some mentors, which is an important factor here. Always when you talk about people,
Absolutely.
you got to take time, and me as a Christian also in my faith, it says, you know, you got to give back, you got to encourage, you know, you got to build
Exactly.
and evangelize as much as you can. Honestly, that's a form of evangelizing. So
It
to me, it's
is.
a very important thing to do, and
Absolutely.
helping others. So they did that to me, and it helped me understand one, government, well, life in general, but also the sub-factors would be functional government, functional activities, being able to be a positive person, and doing those things that are important in the community.
Mhm.
And not for yourself. I've never really been elected to any office, but been involved with the planning boards, area policy boards in East Harlem. I remember being chairman of a massive economic development, massive economic neighborhood development corp, which was many years ago, in my early 20s, and one of the most positive groups about the organization in the city, you could say.
Mhm.
We had funding up to $6 million in total. At a time in the 70s, it was incredible. But a lot of great services came out of there, and more importantly, a lot of mentoring and cultivating of youth, which was myself. You had Councilman Robert Rodriguez came out of that, Bob Anasagasti, which was my key mentor, Rita DiMartino, who used to be the vice chair of the Republican Party for 18 years in the state of New York, Puerto Rican. You had Bob Sanchez, everybody came out of East Harlem and moved on to different things. Media, when you talk about media, you had Felipe Rociano, you have Yoruba Guzman, who's on Channel 2, all these guys, Perez, who's an author and a writer. A lot of very successful people came out of the neighborhood,
Okay.
and that neighborhood encouraged that at the time anyway.
Yeah.
It was a period of transition. So from there, on and on, me being who I am, which is very conservative and very active in the party, wasn't able to get the patronage, so I had to be a better person, educating, getting educated, trying to do the right things, and
foreign graduate.
businesses. But not a graduate yet, but and that's another issue.
Yeah.
But and I don't deny it. But yeah, I did some schooling and kept on. I became an entrepreneur at 17, so that was my first experience, and that's on and on. Everything from being at the White House several times, being on Air Force One, to incredible events in my life that some people might just dream about, but I actually lived them. And not to just say because I want to boast, it's more of a, you got to do that for others. You got to take that young man, that young woman, and say, listen, there's another path, you can go this way.
Right.
And I constantly do that all the time.
And I have to tell you, that to me, that's
And I don't stop, as you can see.
I know. That's what I'm saying. That's what's the most fascinating thing to me. I met Ruben, and I have to tell you, it was like within a couple of weeks, he was off and running. He was like, okay, this is what I want to do with you. I want to do and I'm like, whoa, a whirlwind. It was like a wealth of information, and he was just like mentored me. And he's like, listen, we need to position you here. You need to do this. You need to do that. And I was like, wow, I mean, really, you can't, there's so much that you can learn from other people.
Yeah.
It's like, education is not just, and trust me, I have all the academic education you can possibly have, but yet there's still things that you need other people, and he's been a tremendous mentor. So for me to have him here and to have him open these doors, this is something I dreamt about, like, I'm going to say like 3 years ago. I was like, I really want to do that. And he just made it happen, and that to me, was the fascinating part.
It's a pleasure. I'm glad you're here.
Yeah.
Again, you got a lot to offer. I know that the show's really commencing next week, which is you're going to go into the real details of what you're going to be doing.
I have Raymond Collazo next week. You met him, you know him. He's like, phenomenal.
Great business. And what he has as a platform is pretty encouraging, similar to Facebook. He started the initiative, and LinkedIn. He started the initiative with universities, SUNY and CUNY, and it's going to be based on school. And it's a platform that encourages folks that are in the industry to go to the platform and be able to find sound system guys, cameramen, whatever it may be.
Yes, you're right.
Also,
That's right.
teachers and instructors might be able to, and I see your mother outside, by the way, and she should be in here someday, soon, in a few minutes before we close out.
Okay.
She didn't want to leave the car. I'm just happy she's inside.
But I'm definitely would like to see people go to that site, because Film Link Up is a fascinating idea, which is growing. It got the second prize in the New York City CUNY Incubator at Baruch College.
Wow.
Okay,
Fascinating.
the business plan that was put together was the most phenomenal one, and Baruch College says that your business plan is the best one seen in a long time.
That's huge.
That's very
Yeah.
huge,
Yeah.
because Baruch being one of the top 5 schools of business in the country, they up there with Harvard.
With Harvard, yeah, absolutely.
And that's a
Absolutely.
CUNY system, and it's still that positive. So what he has there, I think, is going to be a gem. Is going to fly. The focus he has definitely is on schools and students, so they could collaborate. You get a student from Brooklyn collaborating with a student from Buffalo, New York, online on projects, which may be a new film, a trailer being put together. He also is going to have special businesses that are attracted to be offering internships relative to the industry.
Right.
So if you have a business video needs to be produced, he will encourage them to get the school students to go on and get class credit for that,
fascinating.
That's
etc.
important.
Yeah.
So yeah, and he's a young man. He can.
He's
I think,
young. That's
young.
yeah.
He's 30.
So-
I think he's 30 years old, 29, 30 years old, and he's did 9 years, no, 10 years actually, no. 10 years, yeah, he did 10 years, close to 10 years in the U.S. Army. Had this dream, came back from Afghanistan, and is moving fast.
Yeah.
He's doing his master's,
Good
which
for
he'll
him.
finish
Yeah.
this year. He'll finish his master's degree this year, so.
Right.
Very positive. I think it's a good thing. So I'm looking forward to listening to that show next week, no doubt too.
Yeah. So.
I'm glad you're here. I think you got a lot to offer, Nilda, and
Yeah.
I saw that in the beginning when we met.
Yeah.
And I do think that, in terms of program and content, our community needs all the knowledge you have and what you got to offer, because,
Thank you.
again, one thing is mentoring, one thing is pushing one way, but the person has to take it to the next level, begin the process. And
Right.
maybe that's where you're gonna be helping folks also begin the process, but also get to the next level and
Right.
further.
Right.
That's good.
And for me, like again, one of the things that I My dad was the one that was like, he couldn't understand. My dad was not an educated man, only went to second grade.
Wow.
And, but never understood. He kept saying, with all that education, ¿cómo va a ser que, you know, you don't have your own business? Like, he couldn't understand that. It didn't make any sense to him. So, I almost feel like I'm fulfilling that dream for him.
Aw.
Because he kind of passed that torch on to me. When he passed it to me, I didn't know what to do with it. And so here I am today, and I'm doing things that, you know, we would have never imagined. So it's very exciting.
What I'd like to do is find a way to get your mom in here.
Okay.
And I'm gonna move my chair and have her sit down and give a shout out to the folks, because that's why she's here, okay?
Just another two.
Let's do that. Let me get her now.
Yeah. So we're gonna go get her. So in the meantime, we're gonna keep chit-chatting, and
Alright.
again, like, I just want you to know that this, I'm really excited about this show, really excited about what's gonna come out of it and the direction that we're going. It's gonna be, you know, again, it's gonna be phenomenal. Segue also for Ruben's show, who's
Yeah.
gonna have some, he has some really phenomenal guests. So again, I'm looking forward to this, so
Me too.
this is gonna be fun, and here comes my mom. Who
Hey,
got her
look
in,
at that.
got her in.
Doesn't
Have
she
a
look
seat, Mom.
wonderful, folks? Look at this picture here. I mean,
Say
I remember
hello,
meeting
Mom.
her and I said, oh
Hi,
my
how
God,
are
look
you?
how wonderful.
So this is my mom, and this is the reason why I'm here. This is where it all started, right, Mom?
Yes.
Yeah. So, so what do you think, Mom? What do you think about the radio station
I
and
think it's
all the
great.
stuff that we're doing here?
I'm very, very happy, and I think it's a great idea.
Yeah.
I think that
Yeah.
to be able to do this is really a blessing from the Lord.
Amen.
That's my way of thinking, you know.
Amen. Absolutely.
Or rather, that's what I believe.
Okay. So, saluda a mis amigos latinos que hablan español.
Sí.
Dime algo en español, mami, que tú sabes español, ¿no?
Yo sé un poquito, sé bastante para defenderme, pero gracias a Dios que Nilda tiene esta oportunidad de poder hablar en la estación
Ujú.
y que todo sea de buen provecho,
Okay.
que todo le salga bien.
Amen. Okay.
Ujú.
So, okay, so we're about to wrap up. I
Okay.
think,
I'm gonna play some music,
are we,
and then we'll still have about 4 minutes, so you can
okay.
talk or we can play music. Or
Okay, so we can talk a little bit more. Ruben, do you want to share
Listen,
anything else?
again, yeah, all I wanna say is that I
Want me
wanted
to
to,
sit there for a second?
to really just introduce a Senora Perez, because again, it all came from somewhere. It's just not a miracle. I believe in miracles too, by the way. But only one person could deliver those miracles. But, and my name is not that, and it doesn't start with a J, it doesn't say C or with a G. But,
Good to know.
none of those. But yeah, and it's wonderful to have her here and us sharing even for her for a couple of minutes. So it's a launch. This today to me is a real launch.
This is the launch, yeah.
It's a launch and
Yeah.
it's a good one, and I'm hoping that people enjoy what they have and appreciate the knowledge she's gonna bring to the table every week.
Yeah.
And the guests you're gonna have, which I heard there were plenty.
Fantastic guest,
And
fantastic
dealing
guest.
with these guests, no doubt, is gonna be important. If we could be of any help, and anyone who's interested in sharing what they're doing, I think they should be calling you,
Yeah, they
especially
should
if it
be
has to
calling
do with
me, yeah,
business.
yeah.
Maybe the Muncies of the world, or you're talking about the Adalots of the world, and
Mhm.
people who are able to come and like small business development centers also, which are pretty big here
Right.
in Ulster County. There's in Ulster County, in New Paltz, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
New Paltz has
Mhm.
a small business incubator, I think, or business development center. And you have Marist College, which is very good, right across the
Right
street.
across the street,
And,
yeah.
it's a-
Yeah,
I
that's
went there.
that,
so they have
that's
a great
Katie,
business
yeah.
program
My niece goes
also
there
there.
too.
So, yeah, I think you're on your roll and you're ready to go, and
Go.
and I gotta prepare for my next show, so
Yes,
I'm gonna let you go.
okay,
Okay,
all right.
bye.
So if you want to get, I'm giving away a free ebook.
Oh, okay.
Free ebook. So if you go to drnildaperez.com, and that's DRNILDA Perez.com /ebook, you will be able to get your free book. And this is pretty fascinating book. This book is the book that I wrote,
That you
but
wrote.
I'm giving it away free.
Oh.
So if you want my book free, you go and you download, you go to drnildaperez.com /ebook and get your free book today.
Yeah.
Okay? So again, we're wrapping up here. Ruben is coming in a few minutes, and I am really looking forward to next week. A great show, and let the fun begin. Okay, bye. I want to thank you for being with us on Business Foresight, always creating strategies towards an extraordinary future. Remember, I'm here with you with strategies every Saturday. I'll see you next week.